Hey, welcome back to the January House. This is Mike. Thanks for checking in. It's Monday. It's Memorial Day. And for those of you that are watching this from outside the US and might not be familiar with what Memorial Day is, it is a federal holiday here in the States where we honor and remember the military men and women who died in the service of our country to provide our freedoms that we all enjoy as Americans. And it's a pretty big holiday for us here. We usually have parades in our town squares or down our main streets, and in the towns that we live in, people wave the American flags and put American flags out on their lawn. Most businesses are closed, or offices are closed today usually in normal times. So there's a lot of cookouts usually if the weather's nice. It's always the last Monday in May. So the weather usually is pretty nice, and at night there's usually fireworks somewhere. It's a pretty cool holiday, but obviously things are a little different this year. However, banks and post offices are still closed today for Memorial Day, so I won't be shipping anything out, but I like to keep my same routine where I will pack up my items for Monday just to at least get them ready so that I can ship them out tomorrow morning. A few other things I wanted to talk to you about. One was a few videos ago, Delvin at the 9-Pound Hammer left me a comment on my video, and he said that I look like a giant. The way my camera angle was, it was a little funky, and I answered him back in a video, and I was a little snarky with my response back, but I got a few messages from people to me asking if I was mad at Delvin or upset with his comment or hated Delvin. So I just wanted to clear all of that up right now. I consider Delvin at the 9-Pound Hammer to be a very good friend of mine, and I respect his feedback and opinions, and especially because he has 1,000 subscribers and I don't. He obviously knows what he's doing, and I know it came to just his comment came from a place where he was just trying to make it better. So I obviously took his feedback as well. So it's not like I was mad and just disregarded it. For those of you that asked me, Delvin and I are fine, and I appreciate all constructive criticism and comments back. Actually, one of the first early comments I got on my channel was that the sound was very low to this person. They had a hard time hearing it. So every video I've made since then, when I use my editing software, I consciously turn up the volume. So yeah, Delvin and I are fine. I just have a weird sense of humor and a weird way. And I like to give people that I am very good friends with, the business, mess with them a little bit. But Delvin's a great guy. And if you're not checking out his channel, go do so. Good content. And he has auctions on Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays now. So yeah, go check Delvin out. And also yesterday I went to a flea market. You know how I'm always complaining that there's no flea markets here in Pennsylvania. Well, yesterday I went to a flea market, and it was their second weekend open, and I just went to see how the situation was, because I'd like to try to sell at this flea market at some point. And I wanted to see, were there a lot of people there? Were there a lot of vendors there? Were people wearing masks? So on and so on. So I didn't bring my camera because I just wasn't sure how it was going to go. So I'll just give you a quick recap here. First, it was packed. It was so busy there. I got there at 7:45 in the morning, and it was jam-packed. And I think a lot of that has to do with here in Pennsylvania. We're on lockdown in the counties, and we're just starting to open some things back up. So people are trying to get out and about. And if there's an area or a place where you're allowed to actually go and walk around, I think people took the opportunity to do that, because there was a lot of people there at this flea market. So much so that when I was reading the website the day before about vendor spaces, because like I said, I wanted to try to sell there at some point, their website said they were going to space vendors out, every other space to keep social distancing practices. But when I got there was just so many vendors even that they couldn't do that. Every space was pretty much full. So there was a lot of vendors. There was a lot of people walking around. The weather was decent. And I would say about 99% of customers and vendors were wearing face coverings, masks of some kind. So I thought that was pretty good too. And people kept their distance, for the most part, as best they could. So hopefully at some point I will be selling at this flea market, and I'll bring my camera and I'll have some footage and we'll make a video about it and you can check it out. So like I said, the post office is closed today, so I won't be going to the post office, but I have a few items that I'm getting ready to ship out tomorrow, so let's jump into it. All right, first up is this set of Sherlock Holmes books. I got these at an estate sale for $1, 50 cents a piece. They're in okay shape, not the best shape, but not the worst shape. And I ended up selling them for $8 plus shipping. All right, next is this Steelers beanie hat. It's a kid size. Got this in a storage locker, so I don't have much cost into it, and we sold this for $8 plus shipping. All right, next is a Ford Mustang Matchbox car, new in packaging. This was a storage locker find as well, so probably 50 cents into this guy, and we sold him for $5.99 plus shipping. All right, next are some DVDs. This is Watchmen and Suicide Squad. So we sold this lot together for $6 plus shipping. All right, next is a lot of anime books, and I've been doing okay with anime books. These are paperback books, and they're pretty cool, but I was a little worried about this lot because they're just random titles. The other lots I had sold were like, you know, number 1 or volume 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. These are just 4 random anime books that I sold as a lot, but it sold for $5 plus shipping. And a sale on Macari. This is a Sega Genesis game. This is Spider-Man, and I sold this for $11 with free shipping. So I have a few more items that sold, but the people haven't paid for them yet, so I tend not to show those items until I actually get paid, so stay tuned for those. And then don't forget, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, is my auction here on my channel, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Should be another great auction, and I have a lot of cool items like DVDs, a records lot, some Pokemon cards, and some other cool items. So be sure to check me out tomorrow night. And that's all I have for today. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more great videos. Thanks.